Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well. It's Tech Thursday, it's our last Tech Thursday. In fact, it's our last video of the school year. And so I figured how better to end this than by talking about perhaps one of, if not the most important jobs in the entirety of theater, the stage manager. Now, I actually haven't mentioned stage managers prior to this. So what is a stage manager? Well, they're a bit of everything. They're a note taker. They're a message runner. They're a liaison. They are a organizer. They are a leader. They are everything and anything that is needed at a given time. Stage managing is an incredibly difficult job. It is very hard to do. But if done well, it is a phenomenal thing to watch. And I have the utmost respect for people who are stage managers. I've only ever done it once myself. And it's not easy because of all the stuff that you have to keep track of. So let's get started on that. In the pre-production phase, when the designers are all submitting their concepts, the show hasn't quite been cast yet, and they're making sure everything's getting ready, the stage manager is at all those design meetings, making sure that they understand what the plan is for each of the areas of design, what the director's concept is, so that when somebody inevitably asks them, hey, what's going on with this, they can say and they can explain it. When the auditions run around, especially in non-professional theaters like community theaters, high schools, middle schools, those stage managers are going to be helping run the auditions. They're going to be seeing actors in, making sure the paperwork that the actors have to fill out is filled out correctly, making sure all the information is there, bringing them in, taking them out of the audition room. They are going to be there while the director makes casting decisions to make sure that everything is settled. In a lot of cases, a stage manager might be the one who calls the actors to say, hey, you got this part, or hey, we want to see more of you for a callback for a second round of auditions type of thing. Once the rehearsals get underway, once the actors have started rehearsing, the stage manager's job expands again. You're now looking at, they're taking notes on the director's blocking, on where he or she tells the actors to move. They're taking notes on what lines the actors miss, what lines the actors call for when they don't have the script in their hand anymore. They're there to answer questions about what blocking has been made. So if an actor forgot or didn't take notes, the stage manager's there with their book to make sure that is available to them. They are also taking notes from the director on things like, where are the props? Where are set pieces going to go? Any changes that need to get made from the director go to the stage manager, and then the stage manager goes to the designers, because they have 1 foot over with the actors and 1 foot over with the designers, where they're going back and forth and saying, okay, hey, we've gotten to a point, we need these props. Where are these props? Or at least something we can rehearse with. What about costumes? Are there any pieces we can start to use? Wigs, shoes, just something to make them know that, they're going to be wearing a hoop skirt that's this big, which, sometimes happens. Talking to sound and lights and figuring out where those are all figuring out, and making sure that, the lights know that, oh, by the way, the blocking on this big scene changed, so you may have to adjust your lighting for that. The stage manager is constantly going back and forth. They are making all these notes, keeping tabs on everything in the production. In addition to all that, they may have other duties as assigned by the theater. For example, in my college, one of the stage manager's duties after the rehearsals were done was to lock up all the doors, make sure all the doors were locked. That may be part of it. That's in addition to anything else that they do. I know plenty of stage managers who, among other things, always carry sewing kits and first aid kits around with them. Because, actors are clumsy and will rip and tear and break things, because that's how they are. I'm one of them. But the stage manager does all of this. Keeps everything contained, everything moving. And then the show opens, and the stage manager doesn't get to rest. The director, once that curtain goes up, once the lights go on, the director's done. They go. In a professional theater, directors, once their show opens, they're on to their next project. They're not thinking about that one anymore. But the stage manager remains. The stage manager is there running the show. They're there at the theater before anyone else to make sure things are ready to go, things are opened up. They're there to make sure all the actors are there on time, all the technicians that are involved, the backstage crew, the lighting and sound operators are all there. They're the ones, or their assistants are, they're the ones making the phone calls to make sure, hey, actor A, where are you? Your call time was 5 minutes ago, type of thing. They're keeping everything on track. And then they are, making sure everybody's prepped, making sure all the jobs are finished, checking in with those people. And then at the end of that, and the show runs, they're running the show. They're the ones who tell the light and sound people when their cues go, or at least, gently remind them. They're the ones who are calling when the scene changes go, because, who knows, something may go horribly wrong, and they're the person who has to figure out how to make it work. An actor skips ahead a page on accident. Okay, where do the lights need to go? Where does the sound need to go? Where does the set stuff need to be ready for? Because, if they skip a page and suddenly the set changes 30 seconds from now instead of 2 minutes from now, that's suddenly a scramble that we're making sure that we have to get to. Essentially, what I want to say is the stage manager is a glue that binds the show together. And the best stage managers do this all and make it look super, super easy. And they are heroes, as far as I'm concerned. So, that is, in its briefest sense, the stage manager. There is a magnitude of other things that they do, or specifics in how they do these things. But to do so and to really truly talk about it would take hours and days to talk and teach through. And the best stage managers have been doing it for years. Anyway, that is our last video for the school year. I hope you all have a wonderful summer. Bye.